Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have been discussing in 10th standard maths chapter 4, chapter name financial planning. So this is the fourth chapter in algebra. In this financial planning we have been discussing about shares, GST, stocks and capitals. So in this last section 4.4 we are going to discuss about the brokerage, how the brokerage rate affect the stock values, share values, etc. So we are going to discuss chapter 4 financial planning. So how the brokerages and taxes affect the stock marketing or the buying and selling of shares. So first we can look what is brokerage. So we directly can't go to the stock market and buy or sell shares. You know what happens in a stock market. Stock market is a place where buying and selling of shares happens. Share, you know what is share? Share is a small unit of the capital which we with capital of any business. So the small unit in which the capital is divided, that small units are called shares, and the shares buying and selling of shares happens in the stock market. And we can't go directly to buy or sell a share. We can't go directly to the stock market. Only registered members or organizations means agencies, registered members of agencies of the stock market can buy or sell on our behalf. So the buyer or the seller of the shares can't go to the stock market directly for trading purpose. They need the intermediate, that is registered members or organization agency which are registered on the stock market. They can only do the buying and selling process on the stock market. So these members are called as share brokers. So these registered members are called, who conduct the buying and selling of share, are called as share brokers. And for catering the service of buying and selling of shares, they charge some amount which is called brokerage. So these share brokers charge some amount to do the service of buying and selling on behalf of the seller and the person who buys it. So the brokerage is paid on the market value of the shares. So the brokerage depends upon, it affects on the market value. So brokerage is calculated depending upon the market value. The brokerage amount rate is fixed. So these are all just information to know to do the practice set 4.4. So in this section all the other portions in between the practice sets are deleted. Only practice set we have to study in this academic year. So for solving calculating the brokerages, we must know that at the time of buying of shares, means when someone buys a share, they spend money, invest money and buy the share, the market value plus brokerage. So a brokerage is added to the market value, means the value at the stock market. To that value brokerage is added at the time of buying shares and at the time of selling shares. When we sell a share, we have some share in our hand and we sell it, then the brokerage rate is, we lost brokerage rate means we are giving that from market value we are subtracting that much, or we lost that much of brokerage to the brokers. Share brokers, we give this much amount, brokerage amount we are giving at the time of selling, and at the time of buying shares the brokerage is added to the market value. So these are the important points to note when solving the problem. Time of buying shares, market value plus brokerage, and the time of selling shares, market value minus brokerage. So this is the first problem. We can read the question. The market value of a share is rupees 200. So market value is rupees 200 if the brokerage rate is 0.3%. So brokerage rate is given, so 0.3%. Then find the purchase value of the share. Purchase means we are buying that share. So how much money we need to spend to purchase that share. So brokerage rate is given 0.3 and market value is given. So we have to find the brokerage rate, that is this much 0.3 percentage of rupees 200, then we need to add that amount to the market value, so we will get the purchase value of the share. First we can write what all are given in the question. Market value is equal to rupees 200, brokerage rate. So market value is rupees 200 and brokerage is 0.3%. So we can find the purchase value of the share, that is the buying price of that share. So we can write purchase value of the share is equal to market value. How we will find the purchase value means buying price of the share. How we will find it? We will need to add market value plus brokerage rate. Sorry, we need to add the amount of brokerage. So we can substitute the value. Market value is 200 and brokerage. So here brokerage rate is given. We have to find the amount of brokerage. How we will find it? We need to find the brokerage rate of the market value. So 200 into 0.3 by 100. That is, we have to find the 0.3 percentage of the rupees 200, that is market value, 0.3 percentage of the market value. So 0.3 by 100 into 200. So the next step is 200 plus this 100 and 2 gets cancelled, 100 and 100. So 0.3 into 2, it is 0.6. So the purchase value will be 200.6. So purchase value of this share is 200.6. So we are going to the next problem. A share is sold for the market value of 1000 and the brokerage is paid at the rate of 0.2. What is the amount received after the sale? So the market value is given, that is rupees 1000, and the brokerage paid is given 0.1, and we have to find the amount received after the sale. Means we are selling the share that we have in our hand. So we need to find the amount we receive after. The amount received after the sale means the amount we get when we sell a share that is with us. So the market value of this share is given, so we can write that market value is equal to 1000 rupees, and the brokerage rate is given, so we can write that. So brokerage rate is 0.1%, and we need to find the amount we receive at sale, means the selling price of the. So selling price of the share means we are selling the share that is with us. That means we have to give the brokerage rate to the share brokers. From our money it goes. So means the market values we have to deduct the brokerage rate. So market value minus brokerage amount. So brokerage rate is given here, so we have to find from this brokerage rate, brokerage amount we have to find. So we can substitute the brokerage market value first, that is 1000 minus the brokerage rate is given, so that is 0.1%. So we need to divide it with 100 since it is given in percentage into the market value, that is 1000 rupees. So this 100 get cancelled. So 10 into 0.1, that is 1. So 1000 minus 1, it is rupees 999. So 999 rupees is the selling price that we receive after selling this share. So we are going with the next problem. Fill in the blanks in the contract note of sale purchase of the share. So this is a sale purchase of shares, means we are selling 2 shares and we have to find their brokerage, total value, GST, CGST and total value of the shares. So here B stands for buying of the shares and S stands for selling. So two cases are here. So first we are buying 100 shares, so we have to find its GST, brokerage and total value, and then we have to find then we are selling 75 shares, so we have to find the brokerage of that, GST, CGST, etc. So here the number of shares are given and the market value of one share is rupees 45. So this column stands for market value of one share, and here the number of shares are given. So here 100 shares are buying, and so here we are buying the B means 100, B means we are buying that share. B stands for buying. So the market value of one such share is 45. So the total value will be 45 into 100. So it will be total value 45 into 100 means 4,500 rupees is the total buying value of that share, 4,500. And the next we are selling 75 shares. S stands for selling, and the market value of one such share is rupees 200. So how we will find the total value? 200 into 75, 200 into 75, that is rupees 15,000. So we can write it here, 15,000. So we are now going with the next column, that is brokerage. We have to find the brokerage of the buying of 100 shares and brokerage of selling of 75 shares. So we know that we will find the brokerage of the market value of the shares, but 45 is not the market value, since it is the market value of only for one share, but 100 such shares are here. So we have to find the here market value of all the shares is 44,500. So we have to find the market value brokerage of this total value, market value of the total such 100 shares. So the rate is given, that is 0.2%. So we need to find the brokerage of 100 shares. So how we will find that? We have to find the 0.2%, that means 0.2 by 100 into 4,500. So 100 and 100 get cancelled, 0.2 into 45. So 0.2 into 45 is 90. So it will be 45 into 2 is 90. So it is not 2.2. So it will be 9.0. That means 9. So rupees 9 is the brokerage rate of buying of 100 shares. Next we have to find the selling of 75 shares. We have to find the brokerage. So here market value, total market value of 75 shares is 15,000. So we will find that. So 75 shares we are selling. So to find the brokerage, that is brokerage rate is 0.2 by 100 into 15,000. 15,000. So two zeros will be cancelled. 150 into 2. So 150 into 2 is 300, and since a decimal point is there, so it will be 30.0. That means rupees 30. 300 will be there, and since a decimal is there, one decimal point is there, so we will put the decimal point after one place. So it will be 30 rupees. So rupees 30 is the brokerage rate of selling of 75 shares. Next we have to calculate the GST. 9% CGST and SGST on brokerage. So we have to find the GST on brokerage, not on the market value or total market value. We have to find GST on the brokerage, means we will find the brokerage of rupees 9 and brokerage on rupees 30. So we can calculate it. How we will find the GST? So the percentage of the GST is 9%. That means 9 by 100 into rupees 9. So 9 into 9 is 81. 81 by 100 is 0.81. So 0.81 rupees is the CGST, and next we will go to the 75 shares, selling of 75 shares. So here the brokerage is rupees 30 and the percentage of CGST is 9%. So 9 by 100 into 30. So 1 0 will be cancelled here. 3 into 9 is 27. 27 by 10 is 2.7. So 2.7 is the CGST of 75 shares. Now we have to calculate the SGST on the brokerage and 9% of SGST. We know that CGST and SGST are same, so we just need to copy the values to the SCGST column, that is 0.81 and 2.7. Now we have to find the total value of shares, means we have to calculate the total value of shares, means when buying of shares we need to add the brokerage to the market value. So here market value is 4,500, so we will add this brokerage to this, and also we will add the GSTs also to this market value. So first we will find the buying of 100 shares total value. So we are buying the shares, so the total value we will need to add the market value plus brokerage, and market value plus brokerage, and also we need to add the GSTs to find the total value, means we are buying the shares, means purchase value of the shares. So here market value is 4,500 plus brokerage rate is rupees 9 and GST is 0.81 plus 0.81. So here total is 4,500 and 510.62. so this much amount is the total purchase value of 100 shares. So we can write it here, 4,510.82. How did I got this? I got this by adding all the market value plus its brokerage. We are purchasing total buying of the shares. B stands for buying or purchase of that sale. So we need to add the brokerage. So 4,500 plus the brokerage plus GSTs, 2 GSTs. So 0.81 plus 0.81. So getting the total, I get 4,510.62. So now we will find the selling of 75 shares. Here we need to subtract the brokerage from the market value, and also we need to subtract the GSTs from the market value. Since we are selling that share, we need to give the brokerage rate, so GSTs will be cut down from it. So the selling price of the 75 shares is equal to market value plus brokerage plus we are selling the share, so we have to minus the brokerage, market value minus brokerage, and also we have to subtract GSTs from it. So minus GSTs, that is 2 GSTs are there, so I am writing it total GST. So here market value is 15,000 minus brokerage is rupees 30. So we can first add all this brokerage GSTs, then subtract from the market value. So 30 plus 2.7 plus 2.7. So it will be 15,000 minus 35.4. So it is rupees 14,964.6 rupees. So this is the total selling price. So I will write it here, 14,964.6. So we have completed this problem. So this is the next question. Srimati Desai sold shares of face value, means FV is rupees 100 and MV market value is rupees 50, and received rupees 4,988.20. She paid brokerage is 0.2% and GST is 18%. Then how many shares did she sell? So we have to find the number of shares she sold and also what all are given. So she is basically selling the shares. So we the amount is given. So total money she received after selling that shares is rupees this much amount. So this is the selling price of the shares. Also what else is given? Market value is given, that is rupees 50, and also brokerage is given 0.2%, and GST is also there, that is 18%. So we need to calculate how many shares, means the number of shares. We need to find the number of shares in this problem. So how we will find that? So in case of shares, we have seen in the last section that we can find the number of shares by dividing the total sum invested, means total money we spend to purchase divided by the market value, we will get the number of shares. So in this case here we have to find the number of shares when we sell a share. So we have the total, we have to divide the total amount received, since we are not purchasing, not investing the money, we are selling the share. So the total amount purchased divided by not the market value, we have to find the purchase value of one share, then we will divide it with the total money received, so that we will get the number of shares. So first we can write the equation. So number of shares is equal to total amount received. Since we are selling the share, we have to divide the total amount received divided by the selling price of one share. So the selling price of one share. So we have to first find the total amount received, we have that, and also the selling price of one share we need to find. So for finding the selling price of one share, we first need to calculate the brokerage rate and brokerage rate of one share, and then we need to add it to the market value. Since we are selling the shares, we need to subtract the brokerage. First we have to find the brokerage, then we need to subtract the brokerage from the market value. Market value is rupees 50 here. First we can write that. Market value is rupees 50 given, and brokerage rate is 0.2%. So first we will find the brokerage, since we are selling. So in case of selling, we will subtract the brokerage from that amount. Also GST is also here, brokerage, GST on brokerage. So we will have to calculate the GST also, then need to subtract that also from the market value. So we will find the brokerage, amount of brokerage. Amount of brokerage of one share. So how it is 0.2%, so it 0.2 by 100 into market value is 50, so 0 will be cancelled. 0.2 by 10, so it will be 0.02. It's not 0.02, 10 and 5 is also there, so it will get cancelled. 5 and it will be 2, so 2 and 2 get cancelled, 1 will be there. 0.1 will be there, so 0.1 is the amount of brokerage of one share. And now we will calculate the GST. GST of brokerage, GST on brokerage of one share. So the percentage of GST 18% is given, so 18 by 100 into the brokerage. Brokerage is 0.1, so 0.1 and 100. So how we will do it? So we will first multiply 0.1 into 18, so it will be 1.8 by 100. So 1.8 by 100, it will be 0.1018. Since two zeros are there, so two places to this 2 places to this side of the decimal point. So since only one digit is there, so we will take 1 0 to this side, so 0.018. So this much is the GST. Now we need to subtract the GST and the brokerage rate from the market value, since we are selling the share. So we are going to calculate the selling price of one share. So we need to subtract the brokerage from the market value. So market value minus brokerage, and also we need to subtract GST from the market value. Since we are selling, we need to subtract brokerage and GST both from the market value. So 50 minus brokerage is 0.1 minus GST is 0.018. So the answer will be 49.882. So this is the selling price of one share. So we have asked to find the number of shares. So now we have the selling price of one share, and we also have the total amount received. So total amount received is 4988.20, and also we have the selling price of one share. So we can divide both to find the number of shares. You can see the equation, number of shares. So the number of shares is equal to total amount received, that is 4988.20 divided by the selling price of one share is this much. So I am substituting 49.882 rupees. So here both decimal places are on the denominator and numerator. So first we will convert the denominator as a decimal point. So 3 places are there after decimal point. So I will subtract it with the denominator with 1000. So I will have to multiply. Sorry, I am multiplying the denominator with 1000 to convert this decimal point. So I will have to do the same in the numerator also. So into 1000. So it will be 4988, and all the decimal places to this side of the decimal point, that is 20, and also one more 0 is there. So I will add that 0 also, divided by 49882. So here 49882 is common in both when we divide, so I will cancel it. So what will be remaining? 20, that means 100 will be remaining. So 100 number of shares, 100 shares is the answer of this question. So the number of shares she sell is 100. So this is the last question in this section. Mr. D'Souza purchased 200 shares, face value 50, at a premium of rupees 100. Premium means it is a profit, and he received. So premium and face value is given, that means we can calculate the market value here by adding face value and premium. So 50 plus 100, 150 will be the market value here, and he received a 50% dividend on the shares. Dividend means it was a profit. So 50% of dividend he received. So we need to calculate the 50% of the MV, and after receiving the dividend he sold 100 shares at a discount of rupees 10. So he first purchased 200 shares, then he sold 100 shares of it at a discount, and the remaining 100 he sold at a premium of 75. Premium means it is profit to him. So at premium he sold 75 shares, and at a discount he sold 100 shares, discount of 10 rupees, and at premium of rupees 75 he sold 100 shares. So for each two tradings are happened here. First at the discount of rupees 10, and the second trade is at premium of rupees 75. So two trade. So he purchased 200 shares together, and then he sold it in two times. That is, first sold 100 on discount, then sold 100 on premium. For each trade he paid a brokerage of rupees 20. So for each of the two trades happen, so for that he paid brokerage of rupees 20. Since he is selling the shares, we will need to subtract the brokerage from the market value. find whether Mr. D'Souza gained or incurred a loss. So first he purchased, then he sold it. So we have to find he have a gain or loss in that buying and selling. So if it is there is a gain or loss, we need to find how much money he gained or he lost in the buying process and then selling process. So here number of shares, total number of shares he purchased is 200. Now we will write the market value. Market value is not directly given, or it is given like face value is given, that is rupees 50. Then premium means it is a gain for him. So we will, gain means it is profit to him. So we need to add the premium and face value to get the market value. So 50 FV plus premium, FV plus premium. So FV is rupees 50, so we will substitute that. 50 plus premium, that is 100. So 50 plus 100 is 150 rupees is the market value, and the dividend is given as 50%. So first we need to find the gain or loss, means he first purchased the 200 shares, so that amount is not given, only the number of shares and the market value is given. Also he received 50% of dividend, that is also given. So the brokerage is also given rupees 20. So we need to first find the total amount with which he purchased, that is his investment. Total investment we need to find. Total investment, that is total the number of shares into market value. We have to find how much shares, the amount with which he purchased the share. So it is here the given the market value of only one share, that is rupees 50. So 200 such shares are there. So we will have to multiply number of shares into market value. So 200 into 150, and we have to add the brokerage to it. So plus brokerage. So number of shares is 200 into 150 plus brokerage is 20. We can see brokerage is 20. So 200 into 150 is rupees 30,000 plus 20. So the amount is 30020. So this is the total amount he spent to buy that shares. 200 shares, so he spent rupees 30,020 to buy the shares. Now we have to find the total amount he gained after selling that share. So he is selling the shares not together, so he is dividing, first selling 100, then he is selling the next 100. So in two parts he is selling the shares. So the first selling, we have to find the selling shares, the amount of selling the shares of at discount. Also we have to find the amount of selling shares at premium. And before that it is given that he received a 50% dividend on the shares. Dividend means it is a gain to him, means he received profit on the 200 shares. So we will calculate that also. On calculating dividend, you know the formula to find dividend is the rate of dividend into face value. So we will find the dividend of the face value. Face value is rupees 50. So we will calculate the dividend of one share. So face value of one share is rupees 50. So first we will calculate the dividend of first one share, then we have to multiply it with the number of shares, that is 200. So into 200. So we will do it in single step. So the rate of percentage of dividend is 50. So 50 by 100, and the face value is rupees 50. So 50 by 100 into 50 and whole multiplied by the number of shares, that is 200. So here 50 will cancelled, and also this 0 and this 0 get cancelled. Now it is 5 into 5 is 25 into 200. So 25 into 200, it is rupees 5,000. So this much amount he received as dividend, and he invested rupees this much, and he received a dividend of 5,000. So now we will find the amount he received at selling the shares. So first he is selling only 100 shares at a discount of rupees 10. So here the face value is rupees 50. So he first purchased 200 shares at a premium. So when he purchased the shares, it was been on premium, means it is gain to him. So at a premium of gain to that seller, so at a premium of 100, so we find the market value by adding 50 and this premium, 50 plus 100, 150. But when he is selling that shares, he is selling that shares at a discount of rupees 10 on each shares, means we need to subtract rupees 10, that is discount. At the discount rate, we need to subtract from the face value of each share, that is 50 minus 10 of 100 shares we have to find. So here the market value is not 1, we cannot take this market value, since this market value is only at the time of purchase. He had a premium, you can see the face value 50 at a premium of 100 at the time of purchase, and when he is selling the shares, he sold the shares at a discount at rupees 10 on each share. So we have to subtract this discount from the face value of the share, that is 50. So the first selling of shares, we have to calculate the selling price of 100 shares. The selling price of 100 shares, we will so it is the sold at a discount of rupees 10. So we have to subtract that 10 from the value of the share. So face value minus discount. So it is the case of 50 is the case of 1 share, we have to calculate that of 100 shares. So into 100 minus brokerage, since we are selling the shares, we have to subtract the brokerage from the value of the shares. So minus brokerage. So now we will add the values. So face value is 50. 50 minus discount rupees 10, 50 minus 10 into 100 minus brokerage is rupees 20.